the Bible, and now I'm not going to say that I'm a Bible nut, if you know what I mean, but I have read bits and pieces from it, and I don't believe that there are Christians out there that actually take the entire thing seriously, and I don't agree with most of what's in here anyway, so we're pretty much going to go through the Bible and point out the things that we don't agree with and the things we're going to poke a little bit of fun at. In the Bible, Isaiah, I think his name's Isaiah, walked around completely naked for 3 years because God told him to. Now that's obedience.
I can see that one in court. Leviticus 21. If a priest's daughter defiles herself by becoming a prostitute, she also defiles her father's holiness, and she must be burnt to death. What's your opinion on that?
I think it's horrible. I think that's actually really cool that they put it in the Bible, like, that it's really blunt.
Very specific.
It's very specific the way that she has to be burnt to death. She can't be, like,
shot,
put down or anything. She can't be
burnt.
So they can't, you know, throw lettuce at her or anything. She has to be burnt to death.
Throw lettuce at her, oh how painful.
So what happens if you're the priest and you don't burn your daughter to death?
And you die. You're going to get burned to death as well.
Then the priest would be sinning.
And he would probably be burnt to death.
And he would be burnt to death.
And then he would go to hell.
And then he would go to hell.
What a loser. And then he wouldn't be a priest anymore.
No.
Because he'd be dead.
Yeah.
And in hell. Burning with his daughter. His prostitute.
It must be difficult being a priest. You know, you'd have to make sure they...
You don't make your daughters into whores.
Yeah, pretty much.
Stop being a whore.
Miley Cyrus.
Genesis 19. Lot and his daughters. Part 34, I think. The next morning, the older daughter said to her younger sister, and I quote, "I had sex with our father last night. Let's get him drunk with wine again tonight, and you go in and have sex with him. That way we will preserve our family line through our father."
I'm down with the incest.
Gross. Why would you sleep with your father? They had kids too, if you read on.
And what, God was okay with this?
Seemingly. If you slept with your father and had kids, it's awesome.
Great job. Is it okay if someone's gay? Some people say that because God loves everyone, He doesn't care if someone's gay. The first part of this statement is true, but the second part is false. Yes, God does love everyone, even if they're gay. But, and that's a big but, they've got but in italics.
Legit.
Homosexuality is absolutely forbidden, for it is an enormous sin. And
that's also in italics.
Sin is also in italics. This doesn't mean that God won't help or forgive a person who practices homosexuality, or that we shouldn't love that person. However, it does mean that if we agree with God, we will agree that it is not okay, and that being gay is a lifestyle choice.
Did you choose that lifestyle?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a straight man. I love boobs.
Started over that word a little bit there.
Dumb and dumb. My multicolored striped. I'm a real man. I wear singlets, and I
go on, name something else.
I have manly posters.
Manly poster.
Around my room.
Yeah, I can see all of them. You know. Oh, and who are you getting text from? Point in case.
Another manly man.
Daniel 4. Amazing fact. As punishment for his pride, King Nebuchadnezzar had to live like a cow for 7 years, eating nothing but grass.
Grass. I'm pretty sure he would have died from malnutrition. But maybe...
No, not malnutrition, just... no protein.
Yeah.
How much protein is in grass these days? I mean, back when I was a kid, I think protein levels were different, but...
Protein levels have changed over time.
In grass.
In grass. God would have like made him an incredibly
butch cow.
An incredibly overactive vegan.
An overactive vegan. Who uses grass? Overactive vegans, you hear that? Go live like King Nebuchadnezzar. In conclusion, the Bible...
We think that religion should be treated like a penis. It's good for things, but you shouldn't go shoving it down children's throats. Is it okay to listen to gossip? Well, listen here, divas.